All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Go.
Well, welcome back to This Time Next Week.
Yeah, it's been over a week since the last time we recorded.
I'm Sean.
I'm Abdul, and
Good work on that.
We'll get it eventually.
Yeah, well, like I had it planned out, but I guess we weren't really synced up there.
No, I think we started too soon. I wasn't ready.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
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 I think you had something you want to talk about.
I just wanted to talk to you.
Well, that's what this is about.
Yeah. Well, how was your week?
Well, has it really been a week?
Yeah, it's been over a week.
Yeah, it was busy.
Yeah?
Yeah, busy as usual.
I didn't get to see you that much.
No. So this should be should have a lot of depth to it, this conversation, right?
Yeah, there should be a lot of fodder.
Oh, nice cup, by the way.
Thank you.
It's eerily similar to mine.
Well,
Are we sponsored by Starbucks?
In the sense that we bought both of these cups from Starbucks, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But they weren't free, so I don't think that means we're sponsored.
We're customers.
So we're just regular people to Starbucks then, showing their brand on camera.
Yeah, but I got a different cup than yours.
Yeah, it's true. It's glass.
It's glass.
It's very handy to carry around with you.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Absorbs heat really well.
Oh, yeah. I can't put a hot drink in there.
And you can't put a cool drink in there either.
Yeah, it dissipates heat. But I like room temperature drinks, so who's coming out ahead in this game?
You like room temperature drinks?
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's just easier to drink them all at once.
Just down it in one go?
Yeah, like I don't like waiting for my drink to be over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's kind of how I am with coffee.
You like drink it all in one go?
I tend to drink it really fast.
Yeah.
Even though it's decaf and it does nothing for me.
Well, because you don't enjoy the taste.
No, I do enjoy the taste.
Oh, okay.
So much that I want to drink it. You don't enjoy the taste of your drinks, so you drink them as fast as possible?
No, I like the taste of all drinks.
But
that's why I want to drink it
so fast. Just right by the taste buds.
Yeah. Well, we both do the same thing.
Yep.
It's like where we love it so much.
I think I just don't realize.
How fast you're drinking it?
Yeah.
I've always been a fast drinker, though.
Oh, I've always been a slow drinker and eater.
Yeah, that's true.
It's weird, eh?
I've never understood people, like, I haven't ever understood when someone, like, is able to have juice for, like, a half an hour. Like, I was never able, like, whenever I'd have those, cardboard boxes of juice.
Yeah.
I would drink them literally all in, like, one breath.
Yeah, well, juice boxes are really tiny.
They're really small.
Like, I think they're even smaller than when we were kids. Have you seen the regular...
Are you sure you're just not bigger?
No. Have you seen... I might be a little bit bigger than when I was a child. But have you seen the size of most juice boxes now? I haven't seen the regular wide ones.
Yeah, wait. Oh, right. Because they're all skinny.
They used to be, I'm thinking of like Five Alive or something, which now comes in a can.
Like this wide. Yeah.
It doesn't come in a juice box.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm not really caught up and up to date on all juice box knowledge.
Or all lunch craft knowledge.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
No idea. But is that because it doesn't exist or because I just haven't focused on it?
I think you aged out of it.
I think it just doesn't exist as much.
No, I think lunch technology there's more of it now. Like when we were kids, we saw like the rise of lunch technology, like Lunchables.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Did that really like rise with us, or are we just being naive to the past?
No,
before our time.
Lunchables started with us. Also, we're the first generation to have Ritz crackers.
Really? Don't look that up.
Yeah, nobody look anything up.
Ritz crackers.
Yeah, those are great.
Yeah, I know, they're almost too good.
Because they're soaked in butter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just like salt, butter. It's like somehow they have fried butter into the shape of a cracker.
Yeah, it's 100% butter.
They are, like your hands, like you get greasy eating them. It's like eating chips.
Yeah, it's worse than eating chips.
Yeah, it definitely is worse than eating chips. But they're similar. I didn't say it was better or worse.
Were they invented at the hotel chain? The Ritz-Carlton?
What?
What?
The Ritz?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things called the Ritz.
Aren't they all owned by that one hotel?
Yeah, the Ritz.
Yeah.
The Ritz Hotel.
Ritz crackers. What else is called the Ritz?
I don't know. The hotel.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's been going on for me. I also
What's been going on?
What? The Ritz thing.
Okay. We're still talking about
How
that?
did we get on this topic?
Well, see, you asked me how my week went, so naturally we started talking about Ritz crackers.
Oh, I think I assumed we were talking about me.
Yeah, because I hadn't asked you yet.
Yeah. Well, what else is going on with you?
No, we're on to you now. You
All
said
right.
that's what's been going on, so explain what you thought in your head, what you heard.
Well, I don't remember what I thought. I think I just didn't remember where the conversation started, and I assume I started it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was today's been a weird day.
Okay.
I had a group meeting for one of my projects today.
Yeah.
And,
How'd that go?
It was actually amazing. Like it's a 3-person group, and we showed up to do the project.
At the same time?
All 3 of us.
That's unheard of.
Are
you sure it's not a 4-person project?
No, it's a 3, but that's it's a 3-person project. We all showed up.
Yeah.
To do the project, and we showed up, and the one group member, the girl had already done everything.
Okay.
Like the presentation, she'd done it, and then she wrote a script.
See, I was going to assume that you had all done the exact same thing, and you'd all have 3 times more of the work to do.
But yeah, she just finished everything. We showed up, and she was just like, yeah, I've been up for 24 hours, and I haven't slept, but I got this done, and here are your parts.
Okay, but that doesn't always mean, it's not always a good thing when that happens.
No, because I'm pretty sure she was on Adderall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, most people are nowadays in school.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
A lot.
Yeah, quite a big percentage.
It's disturbing. But, so it was a good thing that she finished everything?
Yeah.
So you didn't have to do anything?
Well, we had to change a couple of things. Because, like, some of it was, like, very Adderall brain. Or it was, like
focus, like you don't deviate from the script by
Yeah.
any words whatsoever. You
Yeah.
must say this.
or I'm going to kill you.
Yeah. Or, like, she'll find a way to kill you.
Yeah.
Like,
So she, like, we were supposed to ask discussion questions so that to, like, just get conversation going in the classroom.
yeah.
But her questions were so specific. It was just, like, stuff that the class wouldn't possibly know. Like, what are minutia of Walmart's union policies?
And that's supposed to start a discussion.
Yeah, and we were like...
That sounds very specific to be a discussion.
I know.
It sounds like there might only be one answer.
There's only one answer. And we kept... But she was so high, like, she was
Drunk.
flying so high that we were, like, so careful about how we were talking to her because we didn't know what would happen.
How many projects have you let someone else be the alpha, like the non-leader, like you not be the leader?
I honestly, ever since I started this degree, almost all of them.
Right.
Because
Because you've realized at this point
there's no point. I don't care.
it doesn't
anymore.
matter.
Yeah.
But when you're an undergrad, it's different.
When I'm an undergrad, it's different.
You're
And also, if literally nobody is doing any work,
Which no one is.
yeah.
Then you have to do it all.
But the great thing about doing your MBA is that, like, there are people who take it so seriously. Like, they really have a lot to prove.
Right.
Yeah.
Because when you come out with your MBA, you're automatically the head of a multi-million-dollar company.
Oh my God, yeah. I can't wait until I get issued.
Investors want to just give you money because it says MBA because no one
Yeah.
else has one.
Oh my God, they're so hard to get. Yeah, I can't wait until I get issued my multi-million-dollar company.
Yeah, it's like standard practice.
Yeah, it's like the Hunger Games. They just draw it out of a hat. They're like, you now run NBC. Here you go.
Sweet.
Can you imagine?
I mean, that's kind of how business works anyways.
Yeah, except there's a lot more favoritism involved.
Yeah. Well, I also read this thing. I can't remember the name, but it's like something to do with steps, and people are only promoted until a point where they can't do the job. So like bosses and everyone's doing what they can't do. That's why they can't progress. So everyone's doing a terrible job. You only do good until you get to the level where you stagnate. And that's how most things work. And they don't promote for the job that you will be good at.
That's funny.
They promote based on the job before that you're good at. When you should have just stayed there.
Yeah.
Weird, eh?
Oh, man, yeah.
And that's you can see that in any job.
Yeah, because most managers are terrible at being
Yeah, I know.
managers.
They're horrible. It's so weird. I mean, like, obviously, you know, there's good managers, bad managers, but like, you can see the bad traits that people get when they're in a position where they can't go up from that.
Yeah.
Like if they've been in a position for too long.
It's almost a fluke when you get a good manager. It was like someone who, like, they just, like, they picked... It would have been as good as if they picked someone at random, and it's like, oh, you're actually good at managing people.
Yeah, no, I think it probably would be as good, if not better, to do random selection promotions. Be like, well, he's doing absolutely terrible, like shit at his job right now. If we promote him, he might be amazing.
But there's a principle, like, that's the Dilbert principle, is like, when you're in a position of management, you can actually do less damage to the company. So when you're kind of shitty at your job, you get promoted to positions of management. Whereas, like, if you're amazing at being, like, an entry-level engineer and you get so much stuff done, nobody wants to promote you.
Yeah.
Because then they lose that asset.
That's the other way. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is all based on bad management, what we're just talking about.
Yeah, we're just describing people. We're just describing.
Like, bad managers are promoting people to be other bad managers.
Yeah.
And keeping good managers in the position that gets work done.
Yeah.
But no one really, like, there are people that maybe want to be managers, but no one wants to be a manager.
What about people in MBAs?
You want to be a manager?
Well, I think that's the point of the program.
Really?
Yeah, MBA is Masters of Business Administration. It just teaches you how to be a manager.
I guess so, but you could run a business and still be, like, on the playing floor and, like, be the innovator and not just managing people.
Yeah, it's a delicate balance.
That's the way I see that's what I would want to do.
Yeah.
But then again, I also have, like, thoughts of, like, I just come up with ideas, put together a team, and just, like, throw money at it to get it done.
Yeah.
Because I could see that happening too.
Because when you run your own company, you end up playing to your own strengths.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if you have a team of people working for you and you're like, I hate this part of the job, then you're going to get someone else to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, it's hard to think that way when you do everything yourself.
Yeah.
But, like, once you do start getting, like, money flowing around and, like, people wanting to work for you, it's a totally different game.
Mm-hmm.
Because then, like, all of a sudden it's like, oh, I don't want to fill out that form to get funding for this. I'll get someone who's good at doing that.
Yeah, to do it.
It's like, okay, that's done.
And then you actually get so many more opportunities because you don't slack on doing the things that you hate doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it would be cool to get to that level at some point. But
yeah.
But still, yeah, I think being the person that is doing the thing, like, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. What are you looking at?
We've been talking for 15 minutes?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's
well,
crazy.
minus the one at the beginning.
Okay.
But yeah, like I kind of have the thing where, like, it's hard for me to envision something and give it to someone else to do. Mm-hmm. You know, like, you worry about them doing it the way you want to do it, but then that's the one thing you got to get over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also went to the gym today.
Yeah.
And
like, fifth day in a row.
Yeah, fifth day in a row.
Can't you tell?
Yeah, can't you tell how big I am now?
Can't you tell how I can't even support my own weight when I walk in the room because my legs hurt so much?
Yeah, I did 5 consecutive leg days. It was not a good idea. But I was there and I was, like, listening to a podcast and I accidentally made eye contact with someone.
Yeah.
And then I just was like, all right. And I kept doing my work. But then he said something. So
to you?
Yeah, he said something to me. And, like, he was this huge dude. Like, he's, like, middle-aged guy. but it's huge because he just works out every day of his life.
Right.
And he takes smoke breaks to go to his car and smoke while he's at the gym.
Does he vape?
Oh man, I hope
He
he looks
probably
like a guy
vapes,
that
right?
vapes.
Okay.
But he smelled like a cigarette.
So he doesn't vape.
Oh yeah, no.
Or he just does both.
At the same time.
Yeah.
It's like, I love the way a cigarette tastes, but it's not enough nicotine.
Not enough. With the vape, I can just crank it up to 11.
So like I made eye contact with him. I went back to what I was, and then he said something, and then I took out my headphones and I was like, sorry. Then he like shook his head and like did that, like just waved me away, and I was like okay.
Just way more effort than required.
Yeah, and then I put my headphones back in, and then he said something again. So I like took out my headphones, like, sorry, what did you say? And then he was like, don't stay on me like that. And I don't mean any offense. It's just there's a lot of stuff going on here. I just can't afford this.
Like, don't look at him.
Yeah, don't look at me. Is what
Okay.
he said.
He's in his 30s?
He's
40s?
like 40s, yeah.
Okay.
Or even 50s maybe.
Okay.
But he went so far out of his way to tell me, like, it was this protracted interaction
Yeah.
where
but
he was like
he second guessed himself.
twice.
So he said something to you knowing that you couldn't hear him,
Yeah.
and then said, "Don't worry about it."
But then felt like
And
he
then
had to say
that wasn't enough, so he actually realized he did have to say something.
Yeah, in his mind he was like, I should tell him.
Yeah, he's like, that disturbed me a little bit more than I'm letting on. I should probably let him know how I feel about this situation.
And
But
then
you were staring at him?
No,
Or you just like phased out?
No, I didn't even stare. I just made eye contact with him and then went back to what I was doing.
Right.
It was like very brief.
It was like, you have a face, and then kept going.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And then, like, he just drew so much attention to himself.
And now you don't want to look away.
I can't stop watching him now.
You just got to know what's going on in his life that made him do that. And you're just like focused right on him.
He's a really creepy guy, too.
Well, now you're friends.
Yeah, no, we're not.
I think you are. That's what happened.
I think in his mind, he's like, I better watch out for this guy because he's coming for me.
Like, you're going for him.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But he, oh man, he's like, I'm sure he's a guy that gets into a lot of fights.
Yeah.
Because he tells people to not look at him, and probably most of the people he tells to stop looking at him have not a great reaction to that.
Yeah, it's true. They probably leave the gym.
Or like get into a fight with him.
Oh, you mean he's telling bigger guys not to look at him?
Yeah, he probably goes out to clubs and tells guys not to look
He's
at
like
him.
trying to rile people up.
Yeah. And I feel like my reaction really disappointed him.
Because you said okay?
Yeah, like I took out my headphones and I was like, what? And then he said something, or he waved me off and I was like, okay. And then I put my headphones back in and then he got my attention again. And I was like, what did you say? And he was like, oh, don't look at me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, okay. And then I just went back to what I was doing. Like, it was very unsatisfying for him.
So he was looking for something.
He wanted attention.
And he just completely changed.
Yeah.
Huh. That's weird.
It probably, like, he left right after that.
Well, maybe that's what he does. Goes to the gym,
Like, that's his exit move?
tells people not to look at him. They fight or he leaves. Like, that's how he knows when he needs to leave the gym. He either gets dragged out by security.
Or he just feels weird.
Yeah, like he's just weirded out. Like, that's his thing. If someone doesn't fight him, he's got to go. You're the last person in the gym. He's been kicked out of every gym in the area.
Yeah. So
That is strange. That's a strange interaction.
That was a weird interaction.
And like, are you bringing these people on?
Yeah, it was like, it's two interactions with like probably possibly very mentally ill people that I had like in a row.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
was the other one?
Well, the other one was on drugs.
Oh, the girl.
The girl was on drugs.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this was both today.
It was both today. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he was probably on drugs too, though.
Yeah.
Steroids.
Steroids.
Some type of steroids.
Tylenol PM.
Yeah, that's a crazy.
He
one.
seemed pretty drowsy. He seemed pretty stuffy and drowsy.
That's another thing you can do is you can take a whole bunch of Tylenol PM and then you work out until you wake
Until
up
you
in the morning.
pass out of the gym.
That has nothing to do with anything, but that was just a thought that popped into my head.
That's a great drinking game. Except
Yeah.
if you don't drink alcohol.
Yeah, and you might die. Well, I guess drinking you might die too.
Oh, yeah.
So you get on the treadmill, you run, and then you wake up in the morning with your face on a treadmill.
Why? Because people left you there overnight? Or are you at a 24-hour
You're at a 24-hour gym. Aren't all gyms 24 hours?
No!
Well, okay, all gyms I know they're 24
Are all
hours.
Tim Hortons is 20? I don't know why I thought that was a good analogy.
Well, I'm sure some of them are. Most of them.
Some.
I just figured most gyms, for them to, like, be willing to have more members, they just make them 20. Like, who needs to be there?
We need a guy, I guess.
No.
Oh, yeah, I guess there's, like, scan-in gyms.
Yeah, like the one I went to for 3 weeks.
Yeah?
Yeah, like I would go at night, no one was there.
Okay. Why'd you
Cool.
stop going?
Just didn't feel like it.
Okay.
It's like boring.
Yeah, working out is boring. That's why I listen to podcasts.
Instead,
Yeah.
I'm going to the gym.
Yeah, I kind of just sit at the gym, listen to podcasts. I get the vibe. I feel what's going on.
Yeah,
Make eye contact with guys.
get into fights.
Yeah, get into a fight.
What's another day at the gym?
Kind of not fighting is the ultimate move.
Not fighting?
Yeah, like choosing not to get riled up.
I make that choice every day. I'm a modern day hero. I walk down the street past every person, not a single fight.
Yeah. What's your superpower? Oh, it's apathy.
That is my superpower. Let's be
What?
real.
Oh, it's nihilism. Just can't be bothered to give a fuck.
Yeah. I'm into nihilism, I think.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah, I was reading about a couple of them. There's different types.
The superpowers?
Those two.
There's a lot of books about it.
Yeah. Comic books.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, the Bible. A lot of people in the Bible had superpowers.
They did.
Quran?
I'm not as
Quran is
familiar
the name of a guy.
in the Bible.
Yeah.
I think he had a spin-off book.
Yeah, HBO is picking it up. How many seasons do you think it would take to do the Quran?
3,000.
It hasn't even been 3,000 years.
Really?
Yeah.
How many?
Well,
Close,
it's been
right?
2,000 years since Jesus.
Yeah, and I thought the Quran was earlier than that.
No, it was after.
Oh, really?
Way after. Like
Okay.
600 years after.
Oh, okay. But, well, the first Bible wasn't 2,000 years old.
Are you talking about the Old Testament? Because that is the Torah.
Yeah, also, I have no biblical knowledge.
Oh, well, let's get into a conversation about it.
We are.
We're too far in to go back now.
Yeah, it's, that's never been... Maybe I'll pick it up one day and read it, just for fun.
Yeah. Have you started reading
Apparently, it's a good fictional novel.
the Bible?
Yeah.
I feel like for the Bible and for the Quran, there isn't much cohesion. Like it's like a story, and
Like
then
you
all of
can't-
a sudden it's a weird different
Like,
story.
you can't read through it.
Yeah.
I think I read some famous reviewers, like, take on it. Or said he read it.
Roger Ebert.
He gave it 2 thumbs down.
They did like an Inside the Actors studio with God where they were asking him questions about writing the Bible. Charlie Rose is just like, What's your favorite swear word?
I'm not going to say the word that I think it would be. I'd get in trouble.
Should we wrap up?
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
Yeah.
Well, it was great.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, listening.
And we'll see you this time next week.
Oh man, I wanted to say that.
Bye.
Bye.